Hello smart people, Rose here, and welcome back to Academic Rose. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the reasons why I actually went for a certificate in nonprofit management. So a while back, while I was in my bachelor's degree, I decided to apply for a scholarship to get my certification in nonprofit management. Back then, I was a volunteer for the American Red Cross as well as a coordinator for the outreach program of the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, the chapter in the UPRM, the Universidad de Puerto Rico en Mayagüez. And by that time, I actually thought that I would use my industrial engineering skills to go into the service sector. And more specifically, I thought I was going to end up either building my own nonprofit or working for a nonprofit. But it's not something that it's out of the picture right now. It's something that I think eventually I'm going to end up working for a nonprofit or with a nonprofit, which is actually the case right now. For my PhD thesis, I'm actually working with a nonprofit, and having that certificate in nonprofit management helps me to understand and better relate to management and how they think of their operations, and it also allows me to apply that knowledge into what I am actually doing, which is more on the math side than in the management side. Nonetheless, in this certificate of nonprofit management, I learned how to write proposals for sponsorships, how to coordinate with your volunteers and your employees for your nonprofit, and also how to incorporate a nonprofit. And eventually, I hope that I get to build a nonprofit and develop a nonprofit. I will, throughout this journey, I think I'm going to share with you what exactly is the nonprofit I want to build. But just to give you a clue, I want to do a nonprofit that helps out students that struggle financially but don't necessarily have a 4.0 or a good academic record. And that's something that I've always wanted to do, and it's something that I hope I can do with time. But yes, I do not regret going for a certificate in nonprofit management. I still can apply those tools to what I'm doing now. In addition, during that certification, we went through a really intense training on how to write proposals. And when you see how we write academic proposals or even proposals for student organizations, you can see that some of the things are the same structure. Like, you still do an introduction, you do a cover letter, you describe what's the project you want to do, and you still have to put a very detailed budget that in the end convinces whoever you're trying to persuade to give you funding for either that activity or that research. So it's something that in the end I'm going to be able to apply no matter where I end up. So that's the reason why I ended up studying or certifying myself in nonprofit management. And as I mentioned, I hope that someday I can build a nonprofit. So that's it for me. See you on the next video. See you on Monday.